more. What do you make of what we're hearing very loudly about what everybody's bringing to the table? Is it time to get rid of the table and say, just focus on what you talk about when you talk about policy and what it's really going to take to build a nation? I mean, we know where you sat in a global position, and you sat with the movers and shakers of the economic world who understood what it meant to take a country from 1 to 5. What it really needs. And when we hear people now having conversations around, well, we're going to take Kenya to 2060, or what you need to do is go bring your cousins from your community and let's now come. Does that matter? Who brings what to the table?
You know, players who mobilize at the grassroots in their communities for people to reject government are very important players in this process. But then there are other cross-cutting players. To me, Linda Mwananchi does not represent an ethnic territory. It cuts across regions. It cuts across ethnic communities. They bring something else. So don't put everything into, don't put square pegs into round holes. Those who can help mobilize at the community level are very important, like what Gashagwa has done in the mountain region and what Natembeya has done in the Luya region. These are important, but we cannot say that the opposition is going to be a composite body built on ethnic blocks mobilized by the paramount chiefs of those blocks. Can say those people have a role to play, but the glue of opposition should be what you stand for in the days after Ruto's government to redeem hope in Kenyans that it is possible to have a better Kenya than what we're going through now.
So do you agree with President William Ruto? It sounds like you're agreeing with him when he says that there must be an agenda beyond Ruto must go.
There is an agenda beyond Ruto must go, and Ruto does not have an agenda to talk of. I mean, I wish Ruto could be running on record, not on promise. He's been around as deputy president for 10 years, as president now nearly we're going into the 5th year. He cannot just talk about I'm good because the others don't have an agenda. You came with a flip-seat agenda and it collapsed from day one. You've just displayed the politics of greed, the politics of brutal violence, the politics of betrayal. Selling black people in South Sudan because you're getting gold from those criminals called Rapid Deployment Forces. Giving Kenyan passports to criminals who belong to jail and not on real earth. For the slaughter of black people in Darfur and Zagawa. I mean, he has bloodied hands. He should tell us what redeems him to deserve even to be a candidate. Not to lecture us that he is knowledgeable, he has a PhD. Of course we know. He paid someone to write a PhD for him. And I have asked him so many times to challenge me on this. He should not pretend to have credentials he has never earned.
And these things that you're saying, of course, you will corroborate.
Yes, I could corroborate. And we all know about the Meru guy who wrote Ruto's PhD thesis. I have done a PhD. Let Ruto show us the published works he has published as a student of a PhD. That's a requirement normally.
Yes, it is.
Not just what that gentleman whom then he promoted because they became president wrote. But critically, the destruction of this country under Ruto's government constitutes a challenge that the next government must deal with. We are all committed that will reverse the road to the decline of the country, the collapse of rule of law, the collapse of institutional government. Look at what has been happening recently. You saw Wetangula going to a public function and saying, I took you to the president and he gave every one of you appointment letters to go and appoint people. These days, people are given a number of slots to go and bring people to join the disciplined forces. You remember the other clown who was giving appointment letters for teachers